TGIF, everybody. TGIF. Look, the crimson clover came up again. And the bees absolutely love it. Planted it for last year. It was the first year I planted it kind of for erosion control and for the deer. And it came back. I'm very excited that it came back. It's so pretty. So it is a little, they did more digging down here during construction, so that part's bare. And it's spotchy. I'm gonna talk worse than normal. Sorry, guys. It's a little spotty, but I didn't think any would come up, and it sure did. So yay. I'm gonna come out here and putter around. I'm very nervous, but I'm going to try to let the chickens free range. It is, I don't know what time it is, 6, 7 o'clock. My bedtime is usually like 7 o'clock. And dark is coming much later than my bedtime, I think. So I'm gonna try to stay awake. I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna putter around out here, and I'm gonna let them free range and see what happens. They've been in their coop in their pen, about 4 weeks, I think. I quickly looked back on the videos, and I think it's 4 weeks. So Dr. Google says about 2 weeks. Keep your chickens in the pen for about 2 weeks so they know that it's a safe place before you let them free range. Now, I only plan on letting them free range when I'm out here, when I'm working in the yard on days that I'm close to the house. Because I have all kinds of vultures and hawks and things and neighbors' dogs, and I don't know what time of day foxes and raccoons come. I think at night, but maybe foxes come during the day. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I'm going to take a look over here at the one little garden space I had last year. Try to figure out what I'm going to plant over there. I need to see what companion plants are. I know tomato and basil. So I'm thinking about the tomatillo, some tomato, basil, and I don't know if onions can go in there also, and maybe cilantro. So I'm going to take a look over there and putter around there while I see what happens if I let the chickens out. I sure hope I don't have to chase them all back in with the pool strainer. So we'll see. Wish me luck. Something has made its nest in that bush. I don't know if you can hear it. Someday I'd like to cut that bush out. It's well, the big bunch of bush is autumn olive, which is invasive. And then I have a fig in the fence and something else I can't remember the name of. It creates berries that the birds like. So I plan on planting this up and slowly over time taking the autumn olive out. And you can hear the birds like having a brush pile. Is that a wood thrush? Oh, I hope it's the wood thrush back. Anyway, I'm scared about letting the chickens out. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna go let the chickens out and see what happens. Okay, I've propped the little gate open. They are free to come out as they please. I want them to free range for a couple of reasons. I have a lot of ticks in this area, and so I'm hoping they eat the ticks. I'm also hoping they'll be healthier birds and better eggs by free ranging. Look at them, just looking around already. I don't want them to get on my deck and poop all over my deck. I don't want them to go up by the road, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll do whatever they want. but I'm hoping they mostly stay in this area if I only let them out some days. But we'll see. Aren't they pretty? I'm still trying to figure out which ones are the roosters and which ones are the hens. I think I have at least 2 well summer roosters. I think I have at least 1 buff Orpington rooster. The sapphire gems, I really can't tell yet, although one of the sapphire gems, the medium dark gray one, has red in the feathers around the neck. Really pretty layered, kind of red underneath the... Oh, this is, whoa, run around crazy. Does that mean they're happy or scared? I don't know. So I'm wondering if the one sapphire gem that has red, it's right there, I don't know if you can see. So see, there's kind of a red sheen to it, the feathers, and he's got it's kind of reddish under his chin is more red than the other two, so that might be a rooster too. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna wander over by the raised bed where the tomatoes were last year. Okay, this is my little crooked downhill sloped raised bed I put in last year. And I tried to grow beans, tomatoes, and basil and peppers. The basil and tomatoes did great. The beans something kept eating, so I'm not planting beans here again. I hang prayer flags and wind chimes and stuff, and that seems effective keeping the deer away. And I put the post and the wire, chicken wire, as kind of a trellis, but it looks like the deer have been going under because it's all bowed way out. But I think I will put some tomatoes and basil. I have to look for companion planting. Tomatillos, if they get along with the tomatoes and the basil. Maybe cilantro, I think I already said this. And maybe onions. It's a very small bed. It's about 3 by 10 or 12. So tomatoes take up a good amount of space. I had 4 or 5 tomato plants in there, and they ended up taking all the space last year. So, I'm going to try to get this ready. Okay, I'm working away getting this cleared out for my vegetables, and I found a whole nest of these things. I tried to figure out what things are before I kill them, but I had no clue if these are good for the garden or bad. I texted a couple people, and they're supposedly some kind of grubs that are not good for the garden. And of all the places to be, they're in my little tiny garden bed, raised garden bed. So I'm going to take them over and feed them to the chickens. The chickens are enjoying pecking around, but they're staying real close to the coop, and they have not come over here to where I'm working. So I'm going to take the grubs to them. Okay, they're a little nervous. I came up here with my shovel and they all kind of ran away. I threw one down there and they didn't really seem to pay too big attention. Threw another one, see what they do. Not too interested. I thought they would be. I'm not quite sure what to think. There. The Wyandottes a little interested, and the really dark sapphire gem is keeping it for themselves. Hi, Buff Orpington. Here. You want one? They're just not sure what to think. I thought they would be a little more excited. I guess they're just too nervous about being outside. Go, buddy. There you go. Well, I hope they're eating them and not just taking them back there and turning them loose. That would be a bummer. Okay, well this wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. I don't know why this little brat has the whole entire yard and wants to peck me. What? What? What do you want? They're kind of scary little creatures in a way. How long until he or she tries to peck my eyes? Look, that's you silly thing. Oh, for Pete's sake. Are they hungry? They can't be hungry. Are they grooming me? Is this how chickens show their affection? Weird little creatures. And there's that one, the Wyandotte down there. I worked to dig that hill up to help protect them, and she's just digging it down. And I'm saying she with confidence, I hope, hopeful confidence, because the Wyandottes, the 4 Wyandottes are supposed to be females. The rest I still don't know yet. So yep, just uninstalling the mound I installed